So again, we wish you well and thank you so much for coming.
Blessing us, giving us grace, and I will not forget.
7MTV, New Vision, 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 Vision.
Thank you very much. I left the gates of this university 43 years ago. And I was resident in Kumasi. Today we came on a courtesy visit to the Awasu West constituency. And you know, this great campus of University of Ghana is a part of the Awasu West constituency. And so your parliamentary candidate, John Dubello, said we can't do a successful visit to his constituency without paying a visit to the campus of the university. And so we came here about an hour ago. I went to my hall, common hall. I went to my former room, 836. And when I greeted the inmates of 836, and of course we entered several other rooms. I want to say that life on campus is far different than it was when we were in school. When we were in school, our total student population was 6,000. And our lecturers were about 3,000. Today I hear this university is 70,000 students. That is huge. And you're facing so many challenges. And so we held a discussion with the Vice President. And we discussed many of the challenges you're facing. And one of the major challenges is the accommodation issue. And so I want to assure you, one of the focuses of our new administration would be to partner with the private sector to build more hostels on campus. We promise. And so we had a discussion with the Vice Chancellor and all that, and we know what the major issues are. And the issues do not pertain only to tertiary education, but also secondary and basic. And that's why we've suggested that when we come into office, we will have a conversation about Ghana's education and see how we're able to raise enough funds both for tertiary, secondary, and basic education. We cannot work on only one policy and only one segment of our education. We must have a good experience as students from the basic through secondary right up to tertiary. Each aspect of education is important. And so how to fund tertiary education so that you have a good experience when you're in school is something that is important to us. We have a very good experience of when we're in school. We have great memories of when we're students on this campus. We want you to have that same experience when you come into campuses like this. And so we'll work with you, as your MP has said, he did for you. Even though he's not yet an MP, if you look at some of the things he's doing in this country, you can bet that when he becomes the MP, he will do 10 times or 100 times. We all know what is happening in our country. We know the severe hardship we're all facing. And I've said that if you are ill, the first step to get the cure is to diagnose what the disease is. And so if you have malaria, when you know that you have malaria, then you're halfway towards curing yourself of malaria. But it appears that those in charge of this country do not even appreciate the economic crisis in which we are. Because if And so we're happy that we have a democracy, and come December 7th, we have the opportunity to exercise our right to decide whether a government must be built or not. And so I urge all of you, I know you're all registered voters. Those who have not registered yet, please, like he said, in the first week of August, we're going to open the register again. Please take the opportunity to register, because that your one single vote can make a difference. Don't think that the future is not yours. The future is yours. Everything that is done at present is going to affect you when you leave this campus.
Make out say tie dwumedi and am guso e de sumwe wo de wadwenkyere anasa comment e beto comment section ne afoforo ache se na mdi kan e kan ye no amanyasem a na eguso e de ebremo e wadwumedi eso yenko ne yenko piem e wo eye nana kwame bedi akon afa dodo na efre no Cheddar ne akase ono de youth na na nani ekosia e da wo mo eso amene okase wakọ akopiem e wo Volta Region na okopiem wo Volta Region na oni mpinifo e ho ekasaye odetuo manim se okopiem wo Volta Region na wo mo nsu papa ye ka nsu pa wo mo nsu papa e ho no ma se ba farm na na se kwaye de a wo mo betumi aye amagana ye kwaye etumpon eni ntu no obehwe se obeye omampani wo mema Volta Region ho de obehwe ama eho aya kama ama ye farming na se ye kwaye dwuma no akoso e wo oman no.
We are excited to have a young man like you aiming to lead us in future. Don't be discouraged. Have faith. You may have a lot of obstacles. Of course, this is the beginning. But try to climb the obstacles, get over them, and one day, you come here and shake my hands as the President of the Republic of Ghana. I've been told that your people are waiting for you. So I wouldn't like to take much of your time. But we are very grateful to you and thankful that you said, yes, it is true, education is all we need. And you have brought us some money to assist us, to encourage us to be able to educate our youth, present leaders, not future leaders, so the present leaders. We thank you so much for that. This is the beginning. And as you said, we hope you will achieve your aims and objectives. And one day, we'll meet here again and celebrate. So we wish you well. And may God be with you. And our great grandfathers and ancestors also will lead you on your journey. You know, you said something. Yes. Taking the Volta Lake to Ashanti is not a problem. Those who don't know history, Transvolta Togoland region shared boundaries with Ashanti region. That time we had Ashanti, we didn't have Brown Hafo. We had Ashanti region, and we shared boundary with the river. You cross the river and straight to Ashanti region. When Brown Hafo was carved out for a purpose, that was Kwame's strategy. He carved off Ashanti, and then now we share border with Brown Hafo. So dredging the river to Ashanti for all purposes, transportation, irrigation, is not a problem. You can do it. People, when you made that statement, people did not understand it. They said, how can you take the river or the sea to Ashanti? It's because they don't, for a, you cross the river and straight to Ashanti region. When Brown Hafo was carved out for a purpose, that was Kwame's strategy. He carved off Ashanti, And then now we share border with Brunhafo. So dredging the river to Ashanti for all purposes, transportation, irrigation, is not a problem. You can do it. People, when you made that statement, people did not understand it. They said, how can you take the river or the sea to Ashanti? It's because they don't know this. So tell them that we have a boundary. So you can easily take the river. You'll be permitted by our gods to take our river to Ashanti. So again, we wish you well and thank you so much for coming.
Blessing us, giving us grace, and I will not forget.
Ye free amanyosem akwansem foforo so dia mamesa emfa nto dwase ansa na eda no beso ama omman mu yato aba no ye bekoso e de amanyosem aba abesom e 7MTV network no so enunti no opese utie amanyosem anaze se na amanyoku akodro no esifa e bonto omman mu a koso a na hwe 7MTV network home safe trust gauge e dwumeku a wo mo esomasne abribia e construction company a womu sisi dan emagana for de bia me bo womu abaso esan se womu se efata abasubode no mankasa no maje abasubode ahodro bebre na esan womu dwuma pa womu edi ewo man mu emagana for ana sitimemu for a womu ewo obi man so ebia na obi akoka obi man so ana so obi wo obi man so opese osi dan ewo Ghana ha se na ebe ya da chi bi oba lechi a obenya baby papa edi niti ato na so aye na dwendwen wen kwana diske e komano no etimi esi dan ama me emane nto adwendwen kra wo mo number no na etwegu e wase ho no fa na ene wo mo entwetwe enkomo na home safe trust sene opa wodan no sa pepepe na wo mo bedu dwumade no ama na kayo se wo mo si wodan na ma wo no na wo mo twa ho mfoni e de akere sene be ya wa wo be hu sene wo mo si fa edu dwuma no the amount afei Congo records wo me edwumeku foforo nso so a wo me somasne de bia emam de dwumedie ebe so mo sanso so ena Nneema Foundation time echi na mbi tie dwumedie eba ebe so mo e was 7MTV network eso yenkwa ensem foforo so ye konsem foforo so de ene abrantie bia wedi infie edonu nsia 26 years wako akowia asori Nneema drums ena drumsticks speakers microphone ade akwa wiawia we nyina no me na sorry for a police for chira wo mo ha na sorry for by be report say wo mpon asori a wo mo koya Nneema ayira eho na police for nam kroma wo mbo search a na mo koche papai so ton speakers a police for hwen ho a ene reporter sorry for be ye say na wo mo chire wo mo drums ni ade no sa pepepe na wo mo so on page de no call police station
eja obi enim na ebia na sikape enti na abranti explain
boyemwe
yes enya sorry baako sorry mienu na sa abranti ni foforo bia enei womwo emra no anasifo nsema yetoto omano na se ebubo ma ya sign de omakogina court pepe person eni abranti akogina court ene court ahyese onkoda eye aban kukum enfie polydunsia na sebia buru ofimufia ohu se obi pin eda fama on hwe krampo bebu na ni chinse je ne watwamako na ebi odumase kobo district court ne ko asetran eho na court pani ahyese abentia yefren NS tete wanya mfishia edununum oyobi a onye adwuma emom